Students, now we are going to discuss forced vibrations. Forced vibrations. In previous sessions, we are discussed simple harmonic vibrations and damped vibrations. Now we are going to discuss forced vibrations. Forced vibration means name is force. Forcefully vibrated. This is the natural vibrating. That natural vibrations are produce forced vibrations. That means forced vibrations occurred by external force. Suppose consider this is the tuning fork. Let us consider this is the tuning fork. This tuning fork vibrate by rubber hammer, and this tuning fork placed on the table. Then the table vibrated. Then table vibrated by these vibrations by external force. So forced vibrations can be defined as when a body is made to vibrate by external periodic force. So the definition of forced vibration is forced vibrations can be defined as the vibrations in which the body vibrates with a frequency other than its natural frequency under the action of an external periodic force. So then forced vibrations can be defined as the vibrations in which the body vibrates with a frequency other than its natural frequency under the action of an external periodic force. And also this is the definition, and also another definition. When a body is made to vibrate by external periodic force, then the vibrations are called forced vibrations. When a body is made to vibrate by external periodic force, then the vibrations are called forced vibrations. For example, in laboratory, the experiment, sonometer experiment. First of all, we vibrate the tuning fork, then the tuning fork placed on the sonometer, then the sonometer vibrates. That is also forced vibrations. Then now we find the differential equation of forced oscillator. Differential equation of forced oscillator. Differential equation of forced oscillator. Already we know that in SHM, in simple harmonic motion, there is only one force, that is the restoring force. That restoring force is directly proportional to displacement in opposite direction. In damped oscillation, in damped motion, first one restoring force, second one is the frictional force. Restoring force is directly proportional to displacement in opposite direction. That frictional force is directly proportional to velocity in opposite direction. So we know that these two forces. In forced oscillator, there is an external force, that is the extra periodic force. Periodic force means that form is A sin omega t. Already omega is occurred in this because that F restoring force equals to minus kx, but Fr equals to Ma equals to minus kx, A equals to minus k upon mx. Here k by m equals to k upon m equals to we write the omega square. So omega square already you know that. So here extra periodic force extra periodic force that equals to periodic force, extra periodic force this form look like as A sin omega t. Omega is already we know that omega equals to omega square equals to k upon m. Already that occurred. So A sin omega t same is look like as F sin pt. P is also similar quantity as omega. A is similar quantity as F. So this is the extra periodic force is defined as F suffix C equals to F sin pt. So the force oscillator produces three forces. First one is the restoring force. Second one is frictional force. Third one is extra periodic force. Okay. First one is restoring force. Restoring force is directly proportional to displacement in opposite direction. That means force restoring is directly proportional to the displacement in opposite direction. Restoring force is equals to then eliminate the proportionality, write the constant. Here k is force constant. So Fr equals to minus kx. This is the restoring force. Next, second force is frictional force. Second force is frictional force. Frictional force is directly proportional to directly proportional to velocity in opposite direction. The force frictional is directly proportional to velocity in opposite direction. We eliminate the proportional to, then we write the from some constant equals to some constant means RV, but V equals to dx upon dt, the rate of change of displacement. So frictional force equals to minus R dx upon dt. Here R is constant. This is the frictional force. Next, third force is the extra periodic force. That means external periodic force. External periodic force equals to F sub x e equals to F sin pt. This is look like as a sin omega t. Here P is the P upon 2 pi is frequency. So these three forces are equals to the total force acting on particle. The total force acting on particle. The total force, what is the total force equals to the total force acting on particle equals to the sum of the three forces. First force is the total force F equals to Fr plus Ff, restoring force, frictional force plus external periodic force. That F equals to Fr means minus kx minus R dx upon dt plus F sin pt. So but F equals to ma. This is the Newton's second law of motion. F equals to ma. F equals to m. A means d square x upon dt square. This equation is substituted in this equation. So this equation can be written as m d square x upon dt square equals to minus kx minus r dx upon dt plus f sin pt. So then this equation can be written as and d square x upon dt square equals to, here m is the product, here divided k upon mx minus r upon m dx upon dt plus f upon small m sin pt. Okay, this equation can be written as this type. So then this equation can be written as d square x upon dt square plus k upon mx plus r upon m dx upon dt equals to f upon m sin pt. So this equation can be written as in order d square x upon dt square plus r upon m dx upon dt plus k upon m x equals to f upon m sin pt. So in this equation r upon m equals to 2b, k upon m equals to omega square, f upon m equals to small f. So then this equation can be written as d square x upon dt square plus 2b dx upon dt plus omega square x equals to f sin pt. This is the differential equation of forced oscillator. The general solution of differential equation of forced oscillator. The general solution of forced oscillator d square x upon dt square plus 2b dx upon dt plus omega square x equals to f sin pt. So the general solution of this equation, let us consider the general solution is equals to x equals to a sin pt minus theta. So this is look like as a x equal to a sin omega t minus phi. This is also simple harmonic oscillator. So here this is the general solution. Now we have to find the d square x upon dt square dx upon dt. We calculate the d square x upon dt square dx upon dt. Then the equations are substituted in that equation. So we find the first of all differentiating with respect to time. So dx upon dt equals to a differentiating of the sin cos pt minus theta, inner differentiation is the p. So dx upon dt equals to ap cos pt minus theta. Then again differentiating this equation, that can be written as, so this is the already write the here x equals to a sin pt minus theta dx upon dt equals to ap cos pt minus theta. So the again differentiating this equation. So d square x upon dt square equals to ap, not cos here, ap differentiating of the cos minus sin pt minus theta, inner differentiation is the p. So d square x upon dt square equals to minus ap square sin pt minus theta, here p into p square minus ap square sin pt minus theta. So in the differential equation of forced oscillator, then we substitution instead of x, instead of dx upon dt, instead of d square x upon dt square. Then we substitute. What is the equation? That equation is d square x upon dt square plus 2b dx upon dt plus omega square x equals to f sin pt. Okay, then we substitute that equations. What is the d square x upon dt square? D square x upon dt square equals to minus ap square sin pt minus theta plus 2b dx upon dt ap cos pt minus theta plus omega square x means a sin pt minus theta equals to f sin pt. Here f sin pt, this equation can be written as f pt minus theta plus theta. Minus theta plus theta cancel is the pt. So the term can be written as f sin pt minus theta plus theta. Okay. Then this equation can be written as sin pt minus theta. Sin pt minus theta is common. A sin pt minus theta is the common. A omega square minus p square. Next one is the plus 2b ap cos pt minus theta. Remaining is the f sin of pt minus theta plus theta. This is the a, this is the b, a plus b, sin a plus b, expand the value. So this equation can be written as a sin pt minus theta into omega square minus p square plus 2b ap cos pt minus theta equals to f sin a plus b, sin pt minus theta cos theta plus f cos pt minus theta into sin theta. So this equation can be written as this. In above equation, the terms sin pt minus theta, cos pt minus theta, compare these coefficients of sin pt minus theta. Here compare the coefficients of sin pt minus theta on both sides. We get, so here sin pt minus theta, here a omega square minus p square equals to f cos theta. Okay, next this is the some equation, some 1 or 2 or 3 or this is the first equation. And also compare the same as it is coefficients of cos pt minus theta. Here cos pt minus theta, equals to 2b ap equals to cos pt minus theta f sin theta. This is the second equation. So these two equations are these two equations are squaring on both sides and adding, we get squaring on both sides a square omega square p square and whole square. So this is also same, 4b square a square p square, squaring on both sides and also adding, that is also same, f square cos square theta plus f square sin square theta. So a square omega square p square and whole square, 4b square a square p square equals to f square common cos square theta plus sin square theta. Then we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta equals to 1. Then this equation can be written as, a square omega square minus p square whole square plus 4b square a square p square equals to f square. So that equation can be written as, a square is the common omega square minus p square whole square plus 4b square p square equals to f square. A square equals to f square upon omega square p square and whole square plus 4b square p square. So a equals to under root f square upon omega square p square whole square plus 4b square p square. Then this equation can be written as a equals to f upon under root omega square p square whole square plus 4b square p square. This is the amplitude. This is the amplitude of the forced oscillator. Then we have to find phase. Phase is the tan theta. Tan theta equals to sin theta upon cos theta. So that equation, this equation is produced by these equations, these two equations. That two equations is the a omega square p square equals to f cos theta, 2b ap equals to f sin theta. So tan theta is produced by these two equations, that equals to f sin theta upon f cos theta equals to a omega square p square upon 2b ab. So f is cancelled. Tan theta equals to a omega square p square upon 2b ap. A is cancelled. Then tan theta equals to omega square p square upon 2b p. Then theta equals to tan inverse of omega square p square upon 2bp. So this equation can be written as this: theta equals to tan inverse of omega square minus p square upon 2bp. This is the phase. We have then we find the two values, amplitude and phase. So which equation is have the amplitude and phase? That equation is the periodic force. That periodic force equals to x equals to a sin pt minus theta. So this is the amplitude, this is the phase. Finally, the general solution x equals to a sin pt minus theta. X equals to, a means amplitude of the forced oscillator is f upon under root omega square minus p square plus 4b square minus p square under root square into sine pt minus theta means tan inverse of 2bp upon omega square minus p square. So this is the general solution. This is the general solution. Here there are three cases due to amplitude and phase. This is the amplitude, this is the phase. Three cases. The three cases is the p is much less than omega, p equals to omega, p is much greater than omega. These are three cases. In every case we explain the amplitude and phase. This is the amplitude equals to f upon under root omega square p square and whole square plus 4b square p square. Phase equals to theta equals to tan inverse of 2bp upon omega square minus p square. Case 1 is the p is much less than omega. So that means p is very small. If the condition p is much less than omega, then p tends to be 0. It says p is approximately equals to 0. So this value is substituted in this equation and also this equation. Amplitude A equals to f upon under root omega square minus 0 square and whole square 4b square and 0 square. That means f upon under root omega to the power of 4 plus 0. That means f upon under root omega to the power of 4 f upon omega square. So this is the amplitude. So amplitude equals to f upon omega square. So here the amplitude is depends upon magnitude of the applied force. So this is the constant. This is also f is also constant, omega is also constant. This is the constant. Okay, here f equals to constant because f equals to f upon m. So this is also constant, this is also constant. Here amplitude is constant. Same, this value is substituted in this equation. Then theta equals to tan inverse of 2b into 0 omega square minus 0 square. Theta equals to tan inverse of 0 upon omega square. Theta equals to tan inverse 0. Theta equals to 0. So here phase equals to 0. So this means the force and displacement are always in phase direction. Because amplitude is also constant here. Amplitude is constant. Phase equals to 0. Then the force and displacement always in phase direction. Then second case. Case 2. What is the case 2? Case 2 equals to p equals to omega. Then we instead the omega and also p, these are values are substituted. Amplitude equals to f upon under root omega square minus omega square and whole square 4b square omega square. A equals to f upon, this is the 0 square under root, this is the 4b square omega square. A equals to f upon under root 4b square omega square. A equals to f upon 2b omega. 2b omega. This is also f is also constant, 2b is also constant, omega is constant. So here amplitude is the constant. Here amplitude is the constant. Then we find the phase. Theta equals to tan inverse of 2b omega, omega square minus omega square, because in the place of p is substitute is omega. Tan inverse of 2b omega 0. Theta equals to tan inverse of infinitive. Then theta equals to 90 degrees. Then theta equals to 90 degrees. Here phase equals to 90 degrees. So in this case, the amplitude vibrate the some large of first equation. So quite large of first equation. This is the slightly much than the first case. So this is the phase is the 90 degrees, and because this means the displacement lies behind the force by 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Next of all, case 3. Case 3 means P is much greater than omega. If P is much greater than omega, omega tends to be 0. That means omega is approximately 0. So then substitute in the place of omega is the 0. Then amplitude A equals to f upon under root 0 minus p square and whole square 4b square p square. That means f upon under root p to the power of 4 plus 4b square p square upon 4b square under root p square p to the power of 4 p square into 4b square p square. So this equation can be written as A equals to f upon p plus under root p square plus 4b square. This is also constant because f is also constant, p is also constant. P is the similar quantity of omega. P is the similar quantity of omega. 4b square means 2b whole square, that is also constant. Here amplitude is constant. Then we find the phase. Phase equals to theta equals to tan inverse of p bp upon 0 square minus p square. Theta equals to tan inverse of 2bp upon minus p square. Theta equals to tan inverse of, here p square is the cancel, minus 2b upon p. This is the phase. In this phase minus 2b upon p tends to be 0. Then theta equals to 0. In this case amplitude is also constant. Then phase difference is the 0.